Hey, welcome to day 11 of the 12 days of DIY gifts. I can't believe we're at day 11 already. Only one more day after this. I didn't include the link today to sign up because I figured you're only getting today and tomorrow, but if you really need it, just comment below and let me know and I can put that on there. But today we're making Lavender Vanilla Sleep Balm. And if you're not familiar with Sleep Balm, I know like Badger Balm and a couple other companies make this, and it's basically a substance that's like the same consistency as like lip balm almost. It's made out of shea butter, and I'll show you the other ingredients, but you can kind of see it's not really a lotion so much. It does moisturize. Sorry, the dog is drinking water right now. He has to drink water right now. It doesn't necessarily moisturize, even though you can use that for that purpose. It's more to put on your hands, your feet, your temples, your pulse points and stuff right before bed to try to help you to get a really good night of sleep. There's lavender inside of here, which is really good for fostering relaxation. And so this is just something like if you tend to have a hard time falling asleep, I would try this out and see if you like it. I'll take this off here, put it here. It's good for kids too, because I know a lot of times kids get a little too excited at night to go to sleep. So, I mean, it might be a part of a bedtime routine to rub it on their feet and then maybe tell them a story, spray their monster spray, and then keep going. Hey, Oso, can you stop that please now, please? Thank you. So let's get started making this. The first thing you're gonna need is 2 ounces of shea butter. And I actually already have that over here. Let me get it real quick. I've put that in what we've done for a lot of the products for this time have been to have a bowl or a pan of simmering water, and then I've put the shea butter inside of a glass measuring cup. You can do a glass ball jar or any other kind of thing. This does not have to be dedicated just solely to beauty products because it's just shea butter. It washes out pretty easily. It's not like the beeswax that's really hard to get out. And so I've already melted it just so we have it done. You just set this in the bowl of simmering water and let it melt. It takes about 5 minutes. It smells so good. And in case you're not familiar with shea butter, it's just this white, off-white kind of substance. It kind of looks like this, and it's very creamy, a little bit oily. It doesn't get oily when you put it on here though. So you're gonna take the shea butter that you've melted and put it in a bowl. And then you're gonna take 2 tablespoons of olive oil and pour it in the bowl. A half teaspoon of vitamin E oil. This is just to help preserve it for a little bit longer. It's got some preservative properties. If you can't find vitamin E oil, you can also, they sell vitamin E in the store as supplements and little capsules, like gel caps. You can break those open and add a couple of those in as well. I'm not sure how many, but I would say like maybe 2 or 3. And then, let's see, 20 drops of lavender essential oil. And then you're gonna take 1/4 of a whole vanilla bean and you're gonna split it open. I'll show you here. This should be interesting. I just did bar, so my arms are shaking. It's a particularly hard arm workout today. Okay, so I've split it open with a knife and I'm going to just scrape out the seeds with the tip of the knife. Now, if you have a bag of just plain vanilla beans, like these seeds, you can use that as well. It's like vanilla powder. It may not be as strong, but you can do that if you don't have vanilla beans. So I'm just gonna scrape that in here. And then you can take a spoon and just mix it. Now here comes the hard part. You're gonna let this sit for 20 minutes. I know that's hard, right? And then you are gonna take a hand mixer, or you could put this all in the bowl of a stand mixer if you'd rather, with the whisk attachment. And then after 20 minutes, this is gonna start turning opaque. So it's gonna be like almost a little bit of a whitish color. And at that point, you're going to mix it with the hand mixer for 2 minutes at a medium-high speed. Then you're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes. And then you're gonna do that mix for 2 minutes, sit for 5 minutes 2 more times. This step isn't 100% necessary, so if you really, really don't want to do that, you don't have to. I mean, it just helps kind of give a little bit more airy consistency to this, and a little bit, I don't know, I've tried both ways. I like it better when it's whipped this way, but if you're lazy and don't want to do it that way, you don't have to. But either way, if you've mixed it or not mixed it, I like to, at that point, then pour it into a tin. I use these 2-ounce tins, which are really nice. You can pour them into a little jar, like those little really, really small ball jars for jams could work. Like sometimes you get them with like pepper jelly or something. Really small ones. I don't have any right now. But something like that. And so you just pour it in here, and then you let it sit on the counter overnight, and then it comes out to look like that. And like I said, it comes out in that consistency. So it's not difficult to make. It's more one of those fussy recipes that you have to kind of sit there and work at it every so often. So I think that's it for that. As every day, I have the labels for purchase on my site for 99 cents. They're printable, and when you get them, you get the top, which has the name, and then on the bottom, it has the ingredients and how to use. And I think the link for that is attached. And then tomorrow, for the last day, it's sad, we're gonna be making this relaxing lavender and orange foot soak. This is just a bunch of ingredients that you mix together and put into a jar, and it's a great thing to give to somebody who's on their feet all day, somebody like maybe a teacher that just, you know, would really enjoy having a bath with their feet and detoxing and relaxing and soothing. So that's for tomorrow. So I see no questions, so I hope you guys have the great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.